What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another week of Hero or Zero here on the Heroes for Hire podcast. My name is Sean Meehan, and joining me as always is man who can't say the letter L, Mr. Conor Lawler.
Heo?
L!
I had to think really hard about that.
You had to think what hard, sorry?
No, damn.
Very hard.
Right. This is, by the way, the worst character.
It's awful. But imagine throwing that to like a struggling stand-up comic.
What a horrendous way to start a podcast for any new listeners.
Hey,
this character's immediately unlikable.
Hey, get on board. We're both unlikable.
That's the gag. It doesn't get better. So this is Hero Zero. This is the show where we choose one comic book character every single week. We talk their good points and their bad points, so we generally just give you a bit of a rundown of everything to do with that character. Now, I normally choose DC characters, and Sean, he normally covers Marvel characters, but ever since Monday, when we did our Fantastic Four spoiler review, Fantastic Four First Steps spoiler review, I should say, a lot of people have been saying, Sean, that you should have your Marvel Boy card revoked, because you were very strongly against that movie to the point that it was really funny for me, but also I felt like, what's going on at home?
Look, Conor, your closest friend should challenge you, okay? The worst thing to do is to surround yourself with a bunch of yes men.
This is true, but normally me and you were just like, I am grand.
Yeah, normally we like to enjoy things, but I decided to go full scorched earth.
Look, I respect that. I really respect that. So, if you haven't heard our spoiler review for Fantastic Four, that is obviously came out on Monday. If you want to head on over there, we also did have a Superman spoiler review from 2 weeks ago, so you can check that out.
Been a busy July, folks.
There's lots of superhero stuff going on, so we're trying to cover all those movies. But I mean, Friday, Sean, this is really where we love to be, because I love comic books. I love you telling me about obscure characters I haven't heard of, or have heard of them, but I don't really know their backstory.
Semi-heard of. That's the gist of the show, you know? It's just a little bit of a rundown of everything to do with that character.
If there's somebody who has not listened to an episode before, firstly, I'm very sorry about the introduction, but secondly, you don't have to do anything. Just chill out. But if this is your second or above, we're going to really appreciate 5 stars, a like, a follow, a share, whatever way you can support the show. That would really help us out. We are currently going for 200 5-star reviews on Spotify before the winter solstice. Now, it's still going up, so it's still on, lads. It's only early.
And look, we see the numbers. There's some of you that just aren't doing the rating, so I'd encourage you, for the sake of whatever punishment he's going to impose on me for the winter solstice, please do the rating.
He's going to have to watch Fantastic Four and Blade Trinity again.
Oh my God. Well, we did that on the Patreon only recently, Conor.
What? Wait, Sean, was that a segue?
No, it was a quad bike. It's way cooler.
I hate this guy.
That was real, folks.
So over the Patreon, if you want to support the show, so this episode and all of our episodes here on all of your podcast platforms are completely ad-free. And the reason they're ad-free is because we have a Patreon where people head on over there to support us, and everyone over there is absolute legends. And for that, not only do you get to support us, you get the shout out at the end of every episode, or the episodes, most episodes, I would say. And you also get your name in the description. But most importantly, you also get movie reviews every single month over there, that you get to choose the movies that we cover. And
they're mostly bad, we're going to be honest. You have poor taste in movies.
But, if anything, you should maybe reflect on that, maybe have a little word with yourself.
Also, that what comes with the Patreon is we bully you like we're friends.
Yeah, we go well, dickheads, at the start of every episode.
It's a sign of respect.
But last month we had to review Blade Trinity because, I mean, they hate us. So
I love the term we had to review.
It was mostly a hostage situation, and we did not. It did not reflect well, I would say, in the review.
No, but go back and listen to Blade 1. That was a pretty good review.
I love that movie. That rips. So, Sean, it is time. Enough of all that stuff. It's time for your Marvel little report for a character that's probably shit and not very good. And I'm talking about the person giving the report.
I fucking knew it was going there. No, Conor, we are... So, For all of my faults that I found in Fantastic Four First Steps,
which there
that's
are
a lot of
fucking
Fs.
many.
There's a fair few. Who was one of my little side characters that I just really liked a lot?
Who's one of your little side characters? I mean, that is such a vague question. Did they have a spherical head?
No, they did not, but that is most of my favourite characters.
Oh, this is narrowing it down not a lot. Were they in a movie?
They were in Fantastic Four First Steps.
Oh, Fantastic Four.
Played by Paul Walter Hauser.
It's the fucking Underminer. Wait, no. It's
No.
Moleman.
No. It's the Moleman, folks.
Yeah, that character, by the way, great in that movie. Love it.
Great, wish there was more of him. It's like every line is cut around for
And if you
some
like
reason.
him, there's a bit at the end of The Incredibles that just has him.
There's also a whole game, Rise of the Underminer.
Oh, fantastic game. 2-player with Frozone, you're laughing.
Lad, it's the best. We should play that sometimes.
Game.
We should hang out like friends.
No.
What you might not know is that he was born, Harvey Elder is his name, born around 1910. And a bizarre physical appearance and poor eyesight caused him to be shunned and ridiculed since his childhood.
Yeah, okay.
The earliest record of Harvey Elder dates back to he was around 9 or 10, and according to his grandmother, he was normally an introverted boy, but he really enjoyed Christmas and Santa Claus.
That's rough. It's rough when your grandmother isn't immediately coming out saying he's a lovely little lad.
That's like I could kill a man, and my grandmother.
Do you know how far you got to go?
Quite polite.
You got to go so far in the opposite direction for your grandmother not to immediately come out as 1A. He's a lovely little lad. Then if she goes, he's a little introverted. That means he hasn't spoken to anyone in about 9 years.
Do you know what I got one time as a family compliment was? He knows himself. Sean does his own thing.
He does his own thing. You know what? He was different. And that's the thing that we all liked about him.
Unique. That's what we like about him.
He was a special little boy and we all liked him for that.
Well, Harvey Elder was special in that he had a bizarre physical appearance, and as a result, this child's favourite thing is Christmas. No department store Santa would interact with
Okay,
him.
hang on. What year was this? The 60s?
Probably 1916, around this time.
Oh, 1916. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't have anything wrong with you, even, up until maybe 95.
And even then, I'd fucking
Even then, you'd be bullied.
So what happened was his grandfather, Robert, often dressed up as Santa, which brought a little bit of joy into his otherwise miserable life.
This is so far the saddest report we've ever done, Sean.
It's a child who loves Christmas, but Santa hates
And
him.
you're also telling me, and I'm assuming those grandparents are not long for this world, and when they go, his life is immediately worse.
Connor, you're never going to believe this, but we're going to come back to him liking Christmas in the future.
Fantastic.
Okay. So, as an adult, he became a scientist. Just a scientist. It was the 1960s when this character was created, so just worked in science.
You could literally just do anything you wanted. There was no, actual qualifications.
No, yeah, you just walk into a lab and say, I'll help out.
Just put on a little coat.
Ridiculed by his peers, Harvey was pitied by a woman named Lorna. Harvey immediately fell in love with the woman, but could not bring herself to tell her how he truly felt.
Right.
Unable to take the taunting from his peers anymore, Elder quit his job and started down the long road that would change his life forever.
Oh no. Okay.
So, the year now is 1956. And what's the hottest thing that all of the scientists are talking about, Connor?
Is it Mr. Oppenheimer?
Absolutely not. He heard there was a land at the centre of the earth.
I think Oppenheimer was a few years before that anyway, so it's fine.
He was. Oh, he had done most of his work.
Yeah, he was basically finished. He was meeting Albert Einstein at this stage.
He was walking around giving shady looks to Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
He started travelling around the world hoping to find the centre of the earth.
Right.
I would say, why travel around and not in?
Surely you got to go through to find the centre of something.
Seeking to further his avenues of investigation, he tried to join a New York City Explorers Club, owned by a man named Stanley Hathaway. He is an associate of the Bloodstones, who was in that Werewolf by Night series, if you remember that.
Okay, that's very vague, because I'm going to ruin that complete introduction by saying I immediately thought this guy, it'd be really funny if this was the shop Santa, but this is his day job.
No, that's Santa. His identity remains a mystery, unfortunately.
Okay, it'd be really funny if you seen him coming in, for this fucking freak again. Fucking
So, unknown to Harvey, the New York Explorers Club was actually a front for a group of monster hunters. So Harvey walks in being like, the same way he got a job as a scientist. He was like, I want to find the centre of the earth, and I'll help the Explorers Club to do that. And the Explorers Club gaslight this man into being like, oh, that's all made, because they don't want anything to do with him, because he's a weird freak off the streets.
Exactly, because they've been talking to Santa.
They found him, he's one of the monsters. So they're like, no, monsters are made up. Only idiots believe in that. We're just exploring the world to see what we can find. Harvey vowed that Hathaway would one day regret rejecting him from his exclusive club.
Right.
He then sneaks inside the building while the meeting is going on. So he's like in the grates kind of thing, because he's small and weird looking.
In the grates?
In the grates of like the underfloor heating.
Okay, yeah. So like Batman Arkham Asylum.
Batman Arkham Asylum, yeah, but way less cool. Like the least cool version of that.
They're all looking at it going, look at those fucking ugly grates.
And so he listens in on a conversation where they're trying to hunt this weird monster named Gorgilla. And he's like, fuck it, I knew monsters were real. And he sees a picture of Gorgilla. But then they have a hypnotist named Anthony Druid who hypnotizes Harvey at this point.
Hang on, bit of a spoiler there.
Hypnotizes Harvey into being like, hey, monsters aren't real, you're going to forget this conversation ever happened.
Why didn't they use him first?
Because they thought
Why did they try to gaslight him part?
Because they thought, this man has no sense of self, we can just send him back out and he'll be grand.
They started off, 1 is gaslighter, 2 talk to magician hypnotist.
Magician hypnotist, last name Druid.
I mean, he's got to be powerful.
So once he was brainwashed, he left without further issue. He then went, this is my man catching strays here. There's no reason to put this in the report.
Yeah.
Harvey then went to the Red Carpet Lounge, where he unsuccessfully tried to pick up a woman.
He ain't got no game.
he's got no game. He's dry as fuck. Meanwhile, he sees on the TV a monster named Gorgilla is on rampage in the city.
Oh, fuck.
Suddenly he remembers, wait, I've seen Gorgilla before, and he remembers what he overheard at the Explorers Club. So he's like, those pricks, I could have helped, and they didn't want me. So what he does is he follows the monster hunters to the facility where they operated. He gets on board a plane and takes a trip to Midnight Mountain, located on Monster Island in the Pacific.
Okay, Sean, here we go. Sean, could you very quickly, for anyone who hasn't been keeping up with these reports, and I love when you have to do this, could you explain the concept of Monster Island to maybe somebody who hasn't read the comic books of Marvel?
But of course. Monster Island is a place that monsters exist. Just like classic monsters, regular monsters, new kinds of monsters. They just exist in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
And oftentimes when monsters aren't killed, because when there's a hero that won't kill, they'll just put them on Monster Island and they will eventually escape. Monster Island is just a regular island, so anyone can just wind up there at any time. The monsters can come and go as they please, for all intents and purposes.
Come and go. It's like a B&B.
It is, yeah. It's like a 2-star Airbnb.
Yeah, like there's there, and I know what you're thinking. That seems fairly illogical to have in a world, like to have a Monster Island in the middle of Marvel. So you got Spider-Man, Iron Man, Monster Island is sitting over there. But like, there's dinosaurs as well in Marvel, so you just kind of have to ask yourself, what can't they do?
True. There's also, and I feel I really shouldn't bring this up.
Please, I love when you do.
It's going to create more questions. But there is 2 Monster Islands, actually, in Marvel.
This ain't your mama's Monster Island. This is the second one.
There's one in the Pacific and there's one in the Atlantic.
Oh, yeah, well, obviously, you've got so many monsters.
And only 2 oceans. So he is eventually discovered by the monster hunters, and then he is knocked out and tied to a chair while they deal with taking down.
I just thought us up. What a waste of time to be a monster hunter in a world that has an island called Monster Island.
It's not generally known to the public, but yeah, most of them are there.
What possible research would you need to do? You know where they are. You don't have to track them down in any way. We just need an airport ticket.
But the thing is that they had tracked a bunch from down and put them on Monster Island.
Yeah.
But then, Connor, and if I gave you 100 guesses, you would not guess who's involved in the Moleman origin.
I'll
give you one right now.
Loki.
Incorrect, but I like where your head's at. Okay. So, do you remember the film The Eternals?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Is it the giant celestial?
No, it's the deviant crow. You remember the one that Angelina Jolie fought in that cave?
The demon... not even one of the Eternals, it's the deviant crow.
Yes.
Great.
Well, he captured the leader of the monster hunters, who was Makari, of the Eternals. And Crow was the one who was responsible for unleashing various monsters all over Earth. The monster hunters went after him, taking Harvey along with them, as they hadn't dealt with him yet. Harvey broke free and attempted to attack Makari and Dr. Druid. But they, of course, immediately shut him down because he's just a small man and they're superheroes. Having had enough of Harvey's interference, Druid forced him out of a plane in a parachute.
Oh, okay, sorry, the last part, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, that is harsh.
By the time Harvey swam to shore, the monster hunters had defeated Crow and rescued Makari and left, meaning that he was now alone on Monster Island.
This is the saddest origin story we've ever covered.
It's going to get worse because...
So far, all we know about this man, and just to give everybody a recap, is nobody loved him, Santa hated him when he was younger, then all women reject him, and then every group he tries to join tells him to fuck off, and then eventually they throw him out of a plane, he swims back to an island to try and get safe, and everybody has left him there alone.
And you're thinking, how could it get any worse?
This has to be rock bottom, Sean. It can't go any further.
Well, in the water, Harvey, who has fabulously bad eyesight, lost his glasses, Connor. So now he's stumbling blindly around Monster Island. Oh,
sorry, I forgot he was 4 eyes. Okay, no, you can bully him then. That's fair enough.
And as if, blurry vision due to losing your glasses wasn't enough, he then wandered in to the blinding Valley of Diamonds.
This is like
like
a Looney Tunes cartoon where he's like an old man just coming across horrible things.
And so he's now basically fully blind.
He's Mr. Magoo.
He's kind of a sadder Mr. Magoo.
Okay.
So he's wandering around in the tunnels on Monster Island. And he found himself in an underground realm that he decided to call Subterranea. Because while he's there, he kind of develops an echolocation kind of thing. He's wandering around for ages.
Yeah.
It's there in the underground world, which is a seemingly planet-wide network of caverns lying miles beneath Earth's surface. It's while he's there, he finds a race known as the Moloids. Connor? Now, what the Moloids are...
Yeah.
When the Celestials created the Eternals and the Deviants, some of the Deviants went underground and created another race who were designed to live underground.
Why?
To mine and stuff like that.
All right. So the Celestials and the Deviants, and then the Celestials made the humans, and then they also made the mole people.
They made the Moloids. Yeah.
Great.
And so he was able to control them through no reason of his own. He was just able to.
I knew the minute you said that sentence, there was no actual reason.
No, it was the 60s.
They just kind of listen to him because they respect people who are blind.
They're just kind and polite. Like.
Yeah, they're the first people in his life that aren't just the Santa Claus in the mall.
During his early years in Subterranea, he encountered a group of deviants that were still living within the vast underground domain, and they were ill. Using his medical skills that he honed from being a scientist,
he didn't hone anything. He was there for like a day, but okay.
Yeah. The Moleman soon fell in love with a deviant woman known as Ciara. When Ciara became pregnant and gave birth to their son, later dubbed the Mole Monster, Harvey abandoned her, according to deviant customs.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's proper incel shit. He's been rejected by every woman his whole life, has a child, then immediately becomes a bastard.
The Mole Monster eventually grew into adulthood and began to rule his own part of Subterranea. However, he and his father had an understanding to give each other space.
What is going on?
And then he gets introduced in the Fantastic Four.
This is why I love the idea, right? That this man has been through the worst life ever, right? He's just, I mean, this is like it's basically the worst entire way to grow up consistently, where everyone just tells him he's a dickhead forever.
Yeah.
Then he gets one piece of goodness, and then he becomes a bastard just for the crack. And now he's walked in to meet Mr. Fantastic.
Because he wanted revenge against the surface world for shunning him.
Okay.
His first attempt was to destroy the Earth's power plants and unleash his moloids upon the world. He was stopped by the Fantastic Four on their first mission after gaining superpowers. And they sealed him and his monsters back underground. He then, over comics, pops up as a minor villain for a few years.
I mean, that is great wording of that sentence, by the way.
I mean, what else? Like, okay, you want to hear the time that he took Invisible Woman hostage?
No, but he pops up.
Oh, sorry.
And you also said under.
You're really lasered in on the puns.
He lives in the ground, Sean.
So sometime later, I just find this story interesting. The Moleman decided to create a sanctuary for those who were blinded, deformed, or otherwise shunned by the Surface Society due to their appearance.
Fuck, he's actually doing something good for some people, okay.
Exactly, and remember that thought as I read this next sentence.
Yeah, he's going to use it to try and do bad shit.
Every night, he and his moloids would surface in New York City and kidnap those that they believed were like him.
Different vibe if people don't come there willingly.
Exactly. In order to make his new sanctuary beautiful, they also stole various sculptures from the city. Down below the surface, the Moleman dubbed his new society the Outcasts. However, when he and his moloids kidnapped Alicia Masters, who is the girlfriend of Ben Grimm, the Thing, this brought the Fantastic Four down on him once again. There was a brief fight between the Fantastic Four and the Outcasts until the Fantastic Four realised that in his own weird way, he was trying to do some good.
I like Reid has to be the one that came up with that. Nice.
No, I see his point.
he's like kidnapping a child. It's like slightly half bad in one eye in terms of eyesight. Yeah. And Reid's like, guys, let's hear him out. Right? That child probably didn't want to be near their parents anyway.
So they give this speech and they talk to the whole crowd and they're like, listen, anyone that doesn't want to stay here is allowed to leave.
Good point.
But if you're happy here, you can stay, that's no problem. We will be taking all of these statues that you stole, though.
I'm not too pushed on the statues. I mean, who gives a fuck?
But the human life is the...
The human life I'm really interested in, maybe getting them back to safety.
There's another story where he encounters the Dire Wraiths and he has to team up with Rom the Space Knight, but we're never going to talk about that, so don't worry about it.
Sorry, because people on Blue Sky are bullying Sean to cover one particular character called Rom the Space Knight.
I'm never going to do it. Makes no sense.
So that has actually, you can't actually talk about that story because we're exclusively not allowed to speak of him.
That's true, and neither are Marvel, technically, in a lot of ways.
We'll be sued if we say it.
And then, Connor, 1 year during the Christmas holidays.
Oh, here we go. He's going to fuck up Santa.
The Moleman was subject to a series of lawsuits being pressed against him by various women that he had kidnapped over the years and forced to be his bride.
I told you I got bad vibes from him. I told you.
The holiday season apparently made him remember his grandfather, causing him to become quite depressed as well.
Oh, good. I was hoping that we would get a bit of positivity, but...
When one of his moloids brought him a snow globe promoting tourism in Santa Barbara, California, the Moleman decided to go on vacation. Uttering the word Santa and leaving without telling his minions where he was going, they decided that he wasn't going to return until they brought Santa to Subterranea.
Sean, is this man going to kidnap Santa?
He's not. He's genuinely just going on vacation.
Okay.
To get away from all of the kidnapping lawsuits. But his moloids are going to... What they do is they start kidnapping all of the mall Santas in New York City.
And there's got to be one that's still going from when he was a kid. That, like, the actual guy.
You got to remember... Sorry, I forgot to mention. So he was genuinely... Moleman was born in 1910.
All right.
He just... Underground, they found the Fountain of Youth. And he dips into that every so often.
Sorry, slipped my head that this character I've been talking about, he's immortal. Oh, fuck, sorry. I hate when that happens.
And it's not like Lazarus Pit, like there's no downsides. He just goes in every so often.
You know what, that's really easy to forget whenever you're telling me about a character. No, you're dead right.
So the Fantastic Four got involved because they were kidnapping a load of mall Santas, and they began searching for the Moleman. The Thing managed to track down the Moleman's grandmother, who was impossibly still alive. She recounted the story of Harvey's childhood love of Santa. Ben then notices there's a picture on the mantelpiece, and the Moleman's grandfather bore a passing resemblance to Namor the Submariner.
Hang on. Okay. Fair enough.
And so Ben convinces Namor to dress up as Santa to make the Moleman happy at Christmas.
I thought you were going to say Namor's that guy's granddad.
Not at all. Okay. Not at all.
Okay. So he just kind of slightly looks like him.
Yeah, a passing resemblance, which once it's behind a Santa beard, it makes everything kind of happy. Powers and abilities.
That's it. That's the story.
That's it. I'm ending it at Christmas. Fuck it.
Oh, actually, did I forget to say, he found down underground, he found this weapon that can just kill everyone if he wants it to, but he never used it. Anyway,
yeah. Sorry, he can't be harmed either, he doesn't need to eat.
He's immortal, he can fly, don't worry about it.
So the Moleman possesses heightened senses that have developed naturally to compensate for his poor vision. It's similar to Daredevil, but not as good. He can sense various portions of the electromagnetic spectrum, and he can use his radar sense to detect the presence of objects or people behind him or in total darkness.
Okay.
He is also then a super genius who had mastered the principles of deviant technology that he had found underground, and he carries a staff that he also uses as like a walking cane kind of a thing, and he's developed a means of fighting using his staffs that resembles the martial art of kendo. In terms of weaknesses, he is blinded by normal light. He needs to be basically in total darkness. I don't know that there's any story in which he fights Daredevil ever.
I feel like that would be the logical next step.
Yeah, right? Now, look, it probably happened, but I couldn't find one offhand.
Right, so him versus Daredevil. Is that why he always wears the big goggles? Because he can't see natural light?
Yes, so that there's massive big goggles covers all of his eyes, one little slit in them. That's genuinely how people in who live in cold regions walk around, like in Alaska and stuff like that, and Inuit tribes, because it cuts down the amount of light you're looking at, but also it focuses it really well. So if you have bad eyesight, that will work for you.
Why don't you try that?
I do be wearing my stunner shades all the time, but they don't have the same effect.
They don't really have the same effect. I mean, I think the Moleman is a great character, only because he's part of The Incredibles. But he's called something else. But when I think of the Moleman, I always just think of the Underminer. You have to say it like that.
Who I will say, I prefer the Underminer character design, like the big coat and the helmet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it works really well.
And the big microphone, grill. Like the old school microphone when he's like declaring war.
Yeah, or in the time that The Incredibles is set, the current day microphone.
All right. Oh, did I forget to tell you about the Underminer? He also has the Fountain of Youth. Just came across it.
Actually?
Just came across it.
It's got to be somewhere, you know.
So it has to be underground. Just accidentally came across it.
Just fell into it, you know.
Sean, I think the Moleman is a great character. He's one of the best parts of Fantastic Four First Steps. I want to see more of him. I think he's the perfect C-list character that you can beat before you beat the big bad of whatever you're involved in.
Yeah, like the way Ant-Man beat Kang, that's a weird vibe. But someone beating the Underminer, the Moleman, that's achievable. That's doable.
I also think you could do a really fucked up movie with the Moleman, with the right director. Now, it's a very different vibe than what we're ever going to get from Marvel. But think of Paul Dano's Riddler. A Riddler who is Riddler's obviously like a geeky, fucking goofy character. But you turn it on its head, turn it like Seven style. But Moleman is like monsters from beneath.
Yeah, you do like a serial killer story, but he's in the sewers.
Yeah.
There's a Moleman story.
And he's always covered in dirt, and it's always just dark, and he's always popping up.
And he's got the Fountain of Youth.
No.
What? No, that's non-negotiable. That has to happen.
We're in the boardroom with Kevin Feige. We're like, imagine it, but he has the Fountain of Youth, Kevin. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is.
It has to happen.
We have to cast.
Otherwise I walk.
Unfortunately, we have to cast. Who's playing that man at the minute? He's going to have to play the Moleman.
Paul Rudd is Moleman, and the Fountain of Youth is played by Pedro Pascal.
The only options we have are Paul Rudd or Colin Farrell for the Fountain of Youth. Because he never ages, so they're the only two people we can think of that haven't aged.
That's true. Or otherwise, we go like someone who's the oldest person you've ever seen.
Oh, what are you thinking?
Michael Caine.
Bane is the scariest guy I've ever seen in my life. So, if you like this episode, we've done hundreds of other characters, covered all of your favourite DC and Marvel characters. If we haven't done a character and you love them and they're from the comic books, absolutely send them in. You can leave a comment on Spotify, you can message us on Blue Sky, you can message us on Instagram. You can cover the whole gambit. They're all over the place. But yeah, if we haven't covered a character you like, please send it in. But other than that, you can just kind of tell one human being that we exist.
Just the one, please.
So I've been Conor and Lorraine. I shall see you all next week, guys.
Bye.